region. But now we are talking about two parties, DCP and the UDA party. So does it mean that Jubilee party is losing command in the Mount Kenya region? Now that when we are talking about they can't really just give a straightforward succession from Kiarao to the DCP to the Jubilee party candidate?
First of all, it's a white lie if you look at the structure of government today to argue that this is not a UDA seat that they are trying to capture. That is therapy. There are some concession notes. There is a consolation message these guys have for themselves, and I'll break down for you. Number one is that this was not our seat. It was a Jubilee seat. Yet he was working for them. There are members of Jubilee who were part and parcel of BBG. There was no point where he voted against the government. So he was their own. Kuvaa nguo ya red na ndani yake ilikuwa yellow. It's common. Hata Umulo hapa hivi amevaa UDA nje, ndani yake ni ANC. Hajakuwa converted ndani kabisa. Hata ukimwangalia bado akubado na kale karoho ka ANC. So it's common in politics. There's a lot of watermelonry. The other thing that these guys will be using as therapy notes to their people, they will be talking about margin. You're going to see that emerge. That first of all, we are supposed to be hated in this particular area. We are not supposed to have any following. That we are even in the race is actually a step forward. Those are narratives. Political narratives help for people, of course, to build. Like I've told you, that the difference between human beings and animals, wild animals or any other forms of animals, is that human beings are storytelling. So whatever he's building up, those are part and parcel of the narratives they will be using. I call it therapy. They will be giving themselves that therapy. Kujikonsole kuwa it wasn't as bad. Having used almost $500 million.
You have $1 billion. Are they able to quantify? Are they able to
I can actually count for you. I can count for you.
Unajua,
allow me. You have asked a question. I am willing to take your question and answer.
You talked about billions.
So let me respond to that question.
Maliba, you can proceed.
So let me respond to that. One of your members of parliament was captured on camera, and that is the reason why IEBC fined him. And he has refused to show up to date. You're talking about people not being protected. When your people are, including when you talk about Keumbu, even talking about Olkalau, he spoke about that on one day he spends about $1 million. On that particular day he had spent about 1.2. You had an average of about 60 members of parliament going around Olkalau every day. So every MP is spending about so out of pocket.
How do you prove?
Those MPs, I will prove to you that number one, every MP, kila mtu unaona pale Olkalau, ati mwenye ana kampenia UDA, they are being facilitated. They are not doing it because they love Olkalau or the people of Olkalau or they love UDA. No. Kuna mtu amefungua kibeti pahali. Kuna kachele kamefunguka kwa lugha ya mtaa. Kuna kachele watu wanachota. So if you see those people fighting especially for government, watu wote wameendea sadaka ile ambayo serikali inapeana and using the MP, because if the crocodile comes out of water and tells you that the alligator is dead, you do not doubt. This is a UDA MP campaigning for UDA, standing on a platform talking to UDA supporters and telling them, jana peke yake nilitumia 1.5 million. Hata leo nyinyi wote hakuna mtu ataenda bila, niko sawa. So you have got 60 members of parliament moving around.
So you just multiply.
You just multiply. Secondly, politics is not as complex as he like you to make. Secondly, let me just execute my point. I left you go on with a hoarse voice instead of taking a hydration break. You have been there. So you are still interfering and you need to heal your voice. Now, secondly, look at the level of investment that has gone in. An average borehole. How many boreholes did you say that you guys have actually dug around? We are building on that. So, we'll give you 45 days, 60 million shillings per day. Then the boreholes that you actually counted, the boats, the gas cylinders, the handouts, all those, you cannot invest in that thing that much if it doesn't mean so much. So it's a seat you are defending. Ni yenu mulikuwa mna defend. You are clawing back. Who won the presidential vote in Olkalau? William Ruto. So that you can't run away from. But be that as it may, in this country, political parties that are outside of power, that is why other parties like ANC that Omulo was with quickly collapse and then align with the ruling party. That for the longest time, we've actually made political parties to become special purpose vehicles. So as a special purpose vehicle, I think Jubilee is past its best day. Kukujibu differently, Jubilee party ni chama ya jana, sio chama ya leo. Because hata ukisema that it's equally a big party in Mount Kenya, It was big in 2022 when it attempted, but it was trumped by UDA. So the biggest party in Mount Kenya today is UDA that is being dethroned, and that is why they are fighting. So the only person who's losing in Mount Kenya is UDA, because the person who won the Mount Kenya vote is William Ruto and UDA, who has got the overwhelming number. Who are the people in Nyandarua County Assembly today if we were to go in? It's UDA. So those are the people who are defending quote-unquote a tough. DCP is a new party. You can even say that DCP is an NGO. As in imeanza juzi. They've only won one seat in Kakamega, an MCA seat. This is the second one, I think, in somewhere in Kajiado. Wameshinda tu kiti ya MCA. So you are not the same. So when you try to compete here, UDA cannot compete with DCP. DCP ni chama imeanza juzi, iko na MCAs wawili. It has never been to a general election. It has never run government. This is a party that has been running government for at least 4 years. And if a party is people, because if you do away with William Ruto from UDA, there is no party. So William Ruto has been in government for the last about 14 years. I'm talking about running the executive. So let's not talk about Jubilee. Jubilee went in already dented because it's not a party that was going to compete in this by-election.
Na Maliba, unajua